Ndinoda kuti nyika isiwe vanhu vangu inguva yedu hatingatadzi kubudirira Mwari ari parutivi pedu rambai muchirwa My hitters gon' die, don't die The real hitters gon' shine And my people gon' rise Cause we're born to win, yeah I ain't saying this but I'm saying Loyalty's my favorite characteristic of God, but finding it in it is hard. It's like trying to find God. You're the only one in your camp with cheese. You pay for everything they eat. Man, that insecurity is deep. Now I ain't said no names. These are just theories. If you hear me, baby, hits home. You must admit it's kind of eerie, baby. Like them chemtrails in the sky. Ain't the selling the slaves, kind of like the combines. We say everything in moderation, but don't do it in moderation. The lies of a gluttonous generation. 10-year-old girl in.
On the end. Curtis. All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Day with Trae. My name is Omari Salisbury, filling in for Trae on a holiday today. A lot of you guys probably heard the news that Traeana's father, Michael Robinson, passed away over the weekend. So, of course, Trae is taking some time off to be with her family, and we'll definitely keep you updated on things in regards to Traeana and her father and funeral services and everything else. So this week, you're going to have a few different hosts. You got me here today. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, our colleague Proof in the play. And it looks like Proof's going to have double duty tomorrow because he's got the Day with Trae and also the Truth with Proof Tuesday night. So Proof Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then I'll be back here on Friday. And next week, we'll take it as it comes. So again, welcome to the Day with Trae. I want to remind everybody to tag and share the stream. Tag and share this stream with people you feel would appreciate culturally relevant news and information emanating from right here in the Emerald City. Man, I don't know. You're right. I'm going to have to get the iPad. Yes, this thing is a big instruction here on this sitting down there. Many people to see me, man. Today we're going to be joined by the Deaf Chef. It's Monday. You know, I took a sneak peek back there, saw what he was working with. It looks like he has a nice setup for parents trying to make some meal snacks for their kids when time is short. So we'll definitely jump into that. Before we move forward with the show, though, you know, when we got the news that Traeana's father had passed away, the first thing I thought about was the first time that I met him, and that was at the Paramount Theater. Really almost 1 year ago. It was on August 6th there at the Paramount Theater. It was the last day that we were there. The Morning Update show was there for a whole week. And Traeana's mom and dad came up on stage, and they were like, as you can imagine, just already super proud. And then like out there on the marquee, you know, here's Traeana Holliday's name on the Paramount marquee. And they came up on stage and gave her flowers.
My mom and dad coming through. Oh, I love you. Thank you for being here. Oh, I knew it. She's in tears, folks. I knew it. Hi, Daddy. Thank you. Oh, my gosh. This is my mom and dad, Tracy and Michael Robinson, my parents who have been so inspiring to me. This means everything that you guys, I'm going to try not to cry, Mother. And it means everything that you guys are here today to support me, as my name was on the marquee and we were talking about it at your birthday this past Saturday, your birthday celebration. And to have my grandmother, my grandfather, and aunts and uncles and everybody pouring into me the way you guys have. You truly are the rock of my foundation in my village. And I'm so grateful that you're here on this Feel Good Friday to feel good with me right here on the Morning Update show. I love you guys. Love you so much.
It's a whole lot of, yes, it's a whole lot of love up here right now.
Yeah, that was one year ago there at the Paramount Theater. Again, our hearts, our prayers, condolences with Trae Holiday and her family during this difficult time. All right, so moving on, we got lots of new information for you this week. We got a first overlay coming up right here. This is from Seattle Jazz Ed, and it's kind of play on word because it's Seattle Jazz as well. So seattlejazz.org, man, this is really, really dope. They teach music lessons, you know what I'm saying, to young people. They have the instruments. A lot of people, their child might be interested in playing an instrument, but they can't afford an instrument. So these guys provide an instrument. And also, like, you know, they help mitigate payment as well, because oftentimes that's a barrier. They're doing fall enrollment. You want to go to seattlejazz.org for more information there. You know, it's a good outlet. Believe it or not, you know, I used to play the trumpet back in the day. You know, I was hard on the trumpet too. Then I went to Garfield, and the guys in the band at Garfield was much harder than I was, so I just stuck to football. So we want to go ahead and check that out. Also, some of you guys, if you're on our mailing list, you got email at 8 o'clock this morning. This is Seattle Restored. And we'll keep this one up here. So seattlerestored.org. Seattle Restored is real dope. So there's lots of empty spaces that are in downtown Seattle, as you can imagine, coming out of COVID. And the Seattle Restored program is like, man, they find spaces and basically pop up and put people in business, you know, in the space. They provide financial support, marketing support, some everything else. They've got a call out. They're calling all entrepreneurs, artists, and makers. I'm a maker. Really, really dope program, seattlerestored.org. And, you know, learn a little bit more about Seattle Restored. We actually had talked to Sierra Jones. I think it was about 6 weeks ago. We were there on Inside. Her shop there on Inside on 4th Avenue. It's like a health and wellness spot there on 4th. And Inside has benefited from the Seattle Restored program. So we'll play this clip again here now.
Hi, my name is Sierra, and welcome to Inside. Inside is a space made to redefine self-care. We do that through products that we offer here, our services, as well as our events and experiences. The types of experiences that you'll get at Inside or you can look forward to are really fun, specifically curated things to help you expand who you are. For instance, last weekend was a date night for couples, and what we did is we did a sip and paint, and we also had a therapist there to talk them through guided conversations to build their communication and intimacy together. And we also had like 5-star hors d'oeuvres from a celebrity chef to help expand your palate. And so that type of event we got nothing but great feedback on, and those are the types of experiences we hope to continue to bring at Inside. A big support came from Seattle Restored. They're the company and the program that got us the initial funding here. They have like 100 and something pop-up locations for art, and then we're one of 5 storefront locations that were selected out of the hundreds of applicants as well. So the idea is to, you know, start having these art installations and businesses pop up downtown in hopes that like folks see like we're doing stuff. Let's revitalize, get people back to walking around and spending their time and money down here. The community has really been showing up and showing their support for what we're doing here, and that's really what is going to get people continuing to come back. A lot of feedback that I received on my proposal from Seattle Restored was the reason they selected my option is because I brought in 36 different brands and artists into this space. I intentionally wanted to create a space that was a collective of all these brands and businesses that maybe might not have had the opportunity to be in a retail space. So I wanted to really amplify these amazing brands and products and these people in this community so that we can collectively as a group support each other, but also offer healing and offer alternative ways in which we move and go through this world. Post-COVID, a lot of people are coming out going, what do I want to do with my life now? What is going to give me purpose and what's going to give me a meaning? And so I hope to offer a space that people can explore what that looks like for them, whether it be taking an art class or exploring art that they never have before, or purchasing, you know, products that they would have never tried to expand their palette, or even just dabbling in clothes and look good and feel good and just doing whatever they can to go and tap into areas that they maybe might not have before. We are continuing to bring more products and partner with more folks in our community to offer more classes and resources. So we're excited to be here, and it's so far so good. Like we heard that, you know, We're going to be extended with the Seattle Restored program, so hopefully that means we can stay in this location for, a lot longer, and be able to get a good, step forward for building a sustainable business.
Jones right there, and inside is like, it's dope. Like I said, it's right over there on 4th Avenue, a beneficiary from the Seattle Restored program. Check that out, seattlerestored.org. Later on this week, we're going to be playing a segment from Taswira. That was another shop that we visited, and that's owned by Avery Barnes over in Soto. So moving things along, last week there was a big week here in the studio for Circling Seattle Sports. Chuck Hamaker had Everett Fitzhugh from the Kraken. So Everett Fitzhugh is the first black play-by-play announcer in all of the National Hockey League. It's just his brothers up there in the box. You know what I'm saying? I've done play-by-play in my career for a lot of sports, but never hockey. And so Chuck sat down with Everett, man, and actually the whole interview was about an hour and like some change. You know what I'm saying? They were chopping it up for a while, but we got a short clip right here of Charles talking to Everett, kind of like, man, about what the game is, especially for a black man.
I know that this was when you were, just a youth, but it's a white boy sport. You want to get away from that, right? You want, obviously there's the whole hockey is for everyone. But I guess, as a half white, half Filipino man, as well as someone who's in media, and even just someone who enjoys the game, how can we continue, I guess, however, because I know it's hard to ask one person that, because I think it's got to be a group thing sometimes. How do we continue to get away from that?
I never said I want to be the first black broadcaster in the NHL. But the fact that I find myself in this position, I now owe it to the community, I owe it to the sport, but I think more importantly, I owe it to myself to be, whether unintentionally, intentionally, consciously or subconsciously, I owe it to myself to be that figure, that influence that a lot of kids may not have. I did not have a lot of positive black influences within the game of hockey to look up to when I was a kid. But now that I find myself in this position, it is on me, and it is on JT, and it is on the countless number of black folks that we have working in our organization to say, no, you come on, you belong here.
Thank you, man. Everett Fitzhugh right there. It was really dope. It was like over a year ago when they made that announcement. And I was like, what? You know what I'm saying? It caught my attention. What, this brother doing play-by-play in hockey? Real nice guy, man. And, it was on Twitter yesterday. He talked about he enjoyed his time here in the studios. So you can check that whole interview. It's on our YouTube channel under Circling Seattle Sports. And one last thing, because it's been a minute since I've been here on air, kind of updating everybody what I've been up to. We've been on the road. We're working on a few different films, short films this summer. And I guess it's 3 weeks ago now. We were down in Mississippi and Alabama with Seattle's Baseball Beyond Borders, the Kings. It was a real dope, basically a tour down there. Went down there to Jackson State University. Big shout out JSU in Jackson, Mississippi. They put together a baseball camp. Also down there was Seattle Mariners Hall of Famer Dan Wilson, and working with youth there in Jackson. And then went over to Montgomery to EJI, to the museum over there, man, which was like impactful. It was impactful, huh, Vaughn? You were in the museum? Yeah, no, I was in there. So we got a film that's coming out next month. It's called Reconciliation Tour. This is some of the things I've been working on. Here's the trailer.
A team really just means like all the people just working together to do stuff. And I really like being on a team because I can't beat nobody with just only me. I need help.
You're in the heart of the South. We're here at the John and Vera Mae Perkins Foundation
We're here running a baseball camp, working with youth from West Jackson community, just trying to inspire them. The history of baseball in the black community started with the Negro Leagues. And with that, it created opportunities for community to come together. It was a piece of the culture. Baseball is an opportunity that really it socializes, it really allows ourselves to create a social norm in our communities that we once had that preserves a cultural legacy.
I think a lot of the kids that we worked with while we were here had never really played baseball before, especially some of the younger ones. You're kind of just introducing the game to them. You kind of see it through their eyes for the first time, and you know, they hit in a batting cage and they take a couple swings and they make contact, and then it's an honor to be there for that.
You know, our work continues to change the landscape of baseball and softball, particularly the systemic structure that's in place. We have to continue to find ways to uplift communities to really see baseball and softball as a viable option. One, because it's the only sport we've ever owned, but two, it's also our ability to preserve the cultural legacy, because we know play can heal.
Athletic opportunities affirm the dignity of the people. And quicker than we know that we as good as others, and that they can be like you and I can be like them and we can be like each other. That's a good time. Let's play together.
Come play for us, and it's easy to bond with us. It's easy to bond with me, so it's like, kind of like a second family.
You are able to bring kids to a different community like Jackson and then take them to Montgomery. You're starting to expose them to voices that haven't been heard. We're seeing a lot of the struggle of the civil rights movement, and we saw it in Jackson. We'll see it in the museums in Montgomery.
I just wanted them today to realize you have an obligation. You've been told, you've been challenged. What you do with it is up to you, but you can't say no one ever asked you to get out there and try.
Man, these kids, I'm just telling you, it's real exciting here, but it's also a big eye-opener for our young kings from Seattle to really see something different. I'm just hopeful that our young people will take something away from this, you know, even more than baseball.
Just from the 2 days that we experienced here in Jackson, you know, what I saw inspiration. I saw hope. I saw an ability to be something.
Come out and play with me is a beautiful thing. Let's play together.
All right, Reconciliation Tour right there. That's, I think September 6th is when that's going to be coming out. We're going to take a quick break right now. When we come back, my man, the Deaf Chef. There he is. The Deaf Chef is in the building. And it looked like we might have some sandwiches today. You're watching The Day with Trae.
Hey guys, Besa Gordon here, and before heading to Belize, Trae Holiday and I had to make sure we linked up with our good friends over at Market Street Shoes to, of course, grab a few things for the trip. From bags to socks, shoes, sunglasses, earrings, and more. Before going on any trip, make sure you stop at Market Street Shoes. Trust me, you'll find just what you need to make your trip not only enjoyable, but fashionable.
All right, so this is always interesting. Yeah, get your mic, Chef. Oh, you know that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to put the lav on you, so we gotta remember that for next time. So then you ain't gotta hold a mic. We'll put a mic right there for you, right there. All right, so Dev Chef. So you were telling us about it now. Well, you told me about it. So here's your opportunity to tell our audience what we got going on and why.
Parents do not have a lot of time. We're running around. We're here. We're there. We need to be 2-3 places at one time, and we do not like the kids messing up the kitchen.
Well, if they clean it up,
okay.
Look out! He said, "No, we do not like the kids messing up the kitchen."
Do you have anything to say on that?
No comment, huh?
I like that.
Okay,
smart man. So basically, what we're doing here, we got a kid set up. Sometimes we have to help ourselves. Right. And so if you have everything put together and organized where the kids could just get to it and do what they need to do, that's a beautiful thing. Right here, we got a box. It's all in here set up.
Let me see if I can turn on the camera over here.
This is something that you could literally do at home. You could just set it in the refrigerator, have it all ready to go. We got turkey, we got chicken, lettuce, onions, peppers, tomatoes, cheese. Right here, we got some bread. If you want to separate it and you get 2 slices, if you want to do it that way, you could do that. But if you have everything ready, you can minimize the issues that you're going to have later. And so that's what we're doing right here.
And what I see, this is I'm trying to be cool over here.
No. Come on, man. You're the man with this, bro.
We gonna do this.
You help me improve my typing. I remember.
We gonna do this. Let's see if Curtis can make this happen, because I'm doing it from back here. So we can give it. There we go. So we can give everybody that view there.
Yep,
so now you can talk about what's there in the box.
Yep. So it's all in there. We got some sliced turkey, if that's what you're into. We got some actual cooked chicken that we did on our grill at home. We got orange peppers, lettuce, onions, tomatoes. We got some cheese. It's already cut up and bagged up and ready to go. And you could just put your sandwich together in light speed if you want. I could show you how easy this is.
Oh, you finna make me a sandwich?
Man, you need a sandwich, yo?
Yeah, I want a sandwich.
Let me get a king a sandwich, man.
Here we go. Let me let you do your thing.
Are we timing this? Because I think it's important for us to keep record of how long this is going to take.
Oh man. Nah, we ain't timing. So for people, while the Dev Chef is over here putting all this together, for people who don't know, man, me and the Dev Chef go way, way, way back. You know what I'm saying? We go back to like high school, middle school, right? Yeah. Right? Hey, that's what people ask me, like, man, how long you been doing something? I bet forever. But me and the Dev Chef, and it was actually the Dev Chef. I saw the Dev Chef up there. This is when COVID, when everything first got shut down. And the Dev Chef was up there feeding the neighborhood. And I went and did a story on it. And the morning update show didn't exist at that time. But man, we were so inspired by Dev Chef sitting there being like, man, people who can do something need to do something. Dev Chef is good for his parables that are like, 1, 2 words. If you can do something, do something. It's Dev Chef. I was like, well, man, we can do something in media. And the next day we launched the morning update show. So you know what I'm saying? That's how far back it is.
And you know what? I got to give you props on that. If it wasn't for you, a bunch of people wouldn't know about what I do and who I am, right? So because of you and Converge, a lot of things have been going real well for me. Because before I didn't get this type of support, before you came, and helped me out. I appreciate that, bro.
Well, hey, one from day one. Hey, this sandwich is looking kind of proper over here. Look.
We got a knife in here. We got a spoon because I know that you guys want some of this good old yogurt or something. We ready to go. you know. And
you eat yogurt, Vaughn?
And you could do all this in a small space. So when you come home and your kitchen's crazy, now you have a reason to actually be upset because you did everything you could to keep them from messing up the kitchen. Boom, here we go. I don't know how long this took. Here's the sandwich. Whatever you wanted. A minute 53.
Hold on. Let's hold it up here a little bit so people can see here. Here's it. Man, we gotta lean it a little bit for the camera. Here's this camera.
Oh yeah, you can
definitely.
Hold on a second.
He's moving around the set. Okay.
This is a sharp one. This is not you don't want to play with right here. This is not a toy.
It don't look like a toy.
Yeah, this is that real deal.
I don't think nobody was mistaking it for a toy.
Sure, I'm making sure we play a lot of games in today's society. So we just gonna go in half. Boom, there we go. I don't know what angle we're at, but you guys can see we're still clean.
Let's give them back to over here to this camera right here.
There's not a lot of mesh, and boom, boom, they could grab. Okay, when it's time to boom, here we go. Fold this up, pack this up.
So go ahead, grab your mic over there. So basically what I hear you saying is that what parents might want to think about doing is taking a little bit of extra time to prep and make basically the sandwich kits for the kids. And so then they can just knock it out.
It could be a sandwich kit. It could be some sort of pasta. It could be a pre-made salad kit where you add, man, it doesn't really matter what it is, but we have to help ourselves, right? Mm-hmm. Because I know me, I get tired of hearing myself complain. I get tired of hearing me. So that's what we're doing, man.
All right. And for the most part, most of the things that you have up here is affordable. You know what I'm saying?
Very
These
affordable.
Are all affordable things here.
Absolutely affordable. You know that's my thing because that's who I deal with. I deal with the people who need things that are affordable, right? And I also know how to get things that might cost a little bit more, but make them more, just like what we're doing here, right? If you go somewhere and you get real chicken made, you know what that's going to cost. Okay, well, make it yourself. Throw it on a sandwich. Everybody loves a chicken sandwich.
I remember them old school chicken sandwiches. You know what I'm saying?
Delicious.
And them turkey sandwiches. Remember after Thanksgiving, you'd be eating turkey for about a week.
Bro, come on, man. I'll do that right
taking
now.
The turkey sandwiches to school. All right, man. So tell people, well, I guess we're in the middle camera here. Tell people how they can follow you.
Def Chef. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. My number is 253-486-0825. I'm gonna keep it real. That's the way to really contact me. My email, the white box 74 THA at the beginning. I'm out here. Anything you need, holler at me. We gonna make it happen for you.
All right, the Def Chef in the building. I think we're up against the bottom of the hour right now, so you'll stay right here. Let me make a few announcements. One, I know you would agree with me on this, man. Tomorrow, August 2nd, primary election day for people, man. If you haven't voted yet, you need to vote. And drop boxes are open until 8 p.m. tomorrow. If you're voting by mail, you need to get that probably in the mail today so you can have a postmark on it. It has to be postmarked by August 2nd. You know, man, we see what happens when we don't vote. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Retweeting or writing a rant on Facebook is not the same as voting. Get up, get out, and go vote. Would you agree?
I absolutely agree. The internet is cool, but we live in real life. Make sure you always put real life first.
Yeah, for sure. So tomorrow, talking about somebody I've been knowing like forever, we have Onika Gilmet. Yeah, Onika's going to be in the building tomorrow. There she is. And Onika's going to be talking about Emoja Fest and everything that's happening with Emoja Fest this upcoming weekend. Yeah, you'll be out there, huh?
I'm going to be out there, man. You know, I'm going to be feeding the community and doing whatever. I'm not sure if I'm going to have a booth or not, but I like to feed the community. So the children who don't have what others might have, you can always come to me and you'll get that burger, hot dog, whatever it is we got, chips. You know my style. I might have anything.
All right, good stuff.
I have oxtails out there.
No. You got oxtails. You'll find me there. We're going to get out of here for today. Again, sending a lot of love out to Trae Holiday. Tomorrow, you're going to be joined by Proof in the Play. It's going to be your host Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Let me go old school. That being said, go forward in your purpose. Go forward in your humanity. And until tomorrow at 11 a.m., peace.
Trae Holiday, bless up, baby.
Converge Media produces culturally relevant content for Black and urban audiences. Our coverage is raw, transparent, and objective, praised by community leaders, government officials, and residents. Support Converge Media today via Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal at Converge Media.